Hey, what's going on, amazing people? Your boy Jeffrey Gamer back at you with another LSPDFR tutorial. This one is by request. This request just came through not too long ago by somebody by the name of Mark Willis, who hit me up through my Facebook page, asking me if I could do a tutorial on Immersive Dispatch. But since they both have been updated since my last tutorial, because I do have a tutorial on these, but they've been updated since then, so it's always good to do a refresher course. So we're going to be installing Grammar Police and Immersive Dispatch, and also going through the INIs just to show you how everything works. Again, some things have been changed since the last tutorial, so we will be going in depth, as well as an in-game showcase, as always, folks. If you're new here and you like what you see, go ahead, hit that like, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell so you know when new awesome tutorials have been posted. All right, guys and gals, let's get started. First thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and download, go ahead and click the Grammar Police link down below, and that will bring you to this page right here. And this is by Opus49, who I have talked to a few times. Great person, pretty straightforward, and you know, he's very smart when it comes to, you know, making these mods. So thank you so much, Opus, for your contributions to the LSPDFR community. Folks, go ahead and click the download this file, and you're going to agree and download. And you're going to want to, of course, it went right behind that ad there, and I can't move it. So we're going to have to click that again. Yeah, see, yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go. Now, not in this case, but sometimes there are creators that accidentally switch up the main and old versions. So always look at the numbers too, okay? When you come in to download a mod, always look at the number here, and then when you go to download, just make sure that number matches. And you know, he got it right. He always gets it right. But there have been times where other mods had these files, because we always look at the old and main and just click it. Just make sure you double check those numbers, okay? So go ahead and click the 1422, and that will start downloading there. And while that's starting to actually that'll download pretty quick. So we'll just wait for it to pop up. Mine automatically pops up over here, just like that. So we'll close out of that, minimize that, and let's go ahead, and now we can click the Immersive Dispatch link down below. And this mod is by Officer Pope, another great dev, author, creator in the LSPDFR community. Thank you so much, Officer Pope, for everything you do as well. Amazing stuff that these two guys create. So this was updated November 27th. Grammar Police was actually updated, I want to say 2 or 3 days ago. I forgot to look at that, but it was just updated. So we're going to click download that file. We're going to agree and download. Again, we want to look for the highest, so it's the 1401, the main file. So he's got that right. Also, folks, you know, read the description of these mods when you go in. The descriptions explain a lot, okay? They're pretty important. The README files are pretty important. All right, and we're going to go ahead and minimize that. So we can exit out of the web browser. And what we're going to need is we are going to need our OpenIV. Okay, so we'll click Windows, and we are going to need our main directory. Okay, so we got our OpenIV open. Let's go ahead and minimize that, and let's bring up our main directory. For Steam users, you're going to go to your disk drive that you have it installed in. So in this case, it'll be C times 86 Steam apps, common, and inside this common folder, you'll see your Grand Theft Auto folders. Now, you're saying, why don't I see yours? Because mine are in my F drive. I moved all of my files over to my new drive that I had installed. But if you never installed it and you got your default drive, that's where your GTA 5 folder is going to be. Mine is going to be in F under Steam Library, Steam Apps, and common. And there's all my I got a lot of Grand Theft Auto folder files in here. So double click on the one that you want to install it in. First, go back to that common folder. If you're not sure if you're going to want this mod, all you got to do is right click, copy your Grand Theft Auto folder, go down here, left click, right click, paste, and back up that file. Okay, guys and gals, back up that file. All right, so double click the Grand Theft Auto 5 folder. Now here we are. I like to call this the main directory front page. Make sure you got some room. You don't want it all tight like that. Pull it out a little bit so you got some room here. Okay, first thing we're going to install is the Grammar Police. All right, so we're going to pull up the Grammar Police WinRAR, and let's double click the Grammar Police folder right there. Now we have this texture once. That's going to go into the OpenIV. We'll get to that in just a second. Now you do have a README. All right, it tells you what it requires. Stop the ped or traffic policer for registration insurance statuses. These are optional, these two, but you do need Rage, you do need LSPDFR, obviously. All right, tells you how to install everything. All right, it tells you, you know, it just gives you information on it. Read the READMEs, okay? Okay, so we're gonna double click the Grand Theft Auto 5 folder here, and here's everything we need. First, the Rage Native. I want you to drag, if you have any Bojojo mods, or if you're updating Grammar Police or anything, I want you to first grab this Rage Native and bring it in and drop it, okay? Drop it right there. You're gonna see this box come up if you already have it. What I want you to do is click that compare info for both files, okay? And now, once you compare for both files from Grand Theft Auto 5, that's this WinRAR, is 8/12/2020. Files that I already have in my main directory, 8/12/2020. So I'm gonna cancel this. I could put it in if I wanted to. You know, if you have a newer version, don't drop it in. If you don't have any Rage Native or an older version, go ahead and drop it in. For the sake of the tutorial, I'll drop it in. We're gonna highlight all 4 of these right here, folks, okay? Highlight all 4 of them. Drag them right here to this buffer zone and drop them in. It's going to ask you if you want to overwrite, if you already have it, or if you already have a Rage Native. Just go ahead and click replace the files, and it'll just shoot it all in there. All right. So we are not done with the WinRAR yet, though. We are going to, well, my computer's kind of tired today. There we go. We're going to hit this back button right here, okay? Now, let's get this OpenIV part out of the way. Let's go ahead and bring up our OpenIV. Make sure you are in edit mode. Mine comes on automatically. If you'd like yours to do the same thing, go to Tools, go to Options, and go to Default Work Mode right there, okay? Yours might say Read Only. Throw it on Edit. All right, that way every time you open up your OpenIV, it'll automatically be in edit mode. Big shout out to Criminal Justice for showing me that little trick that not a lot of people know about. All right, so we're in our OpenIV. Edit mode is on. It's lit up blue. Let's double click the textures over here in our WinRAR. And again, folks, the README files are very important. Double click that README file. This is going to tell you the pathway. Now, like I told you, Opus is a pretty straightforward guide. These are provided without support. Don't even ask. Frequently asked questions. How do I know? So I kind of like that about them. All right. So we have 2 files right here. We have the prop CSLD police plus high and the prop CSLD police YTD. All right. We are going to install both of these files into this pathway right there. Okay. So we want mods. We want ×64C as in Charlie. Now, if you don't see yours over here, it'll be right here. And if you click it, you'll see a red box pop up. Just click Show in Mods folder, okay? Once you click Show in Mods folder, you will now see it over here, okay? So mods, ×64C, levels, GTA 5, props, lev des, and we want vminigame.rpf, vminigame.rpf, double click that. And this is, I don't know why they highlight like that when I come in here. If they highlight like that when you come in here, if they're all blue like that, just click right here and unhighlight them all. All right, so we're all set with the README here. And we can click that to unhighlight the README. All we want to do is select these two files right here, drag them in, and drop them into your OpenIV, just like that. All right, we are all set with the Grammar Police installation. Let's exit out of that. Let's go ahead and go to File, close all archives, turn that edit mode off, and exit out of that. We should still be in our main directory front page. What I want you to do is I want you to click Plugins, LSPDFR, and then Grammar Police. Now, I already have one in here, okay? There, you will only see, if you're installing this for the first time, you will only see a default INI. You won't see a custom one, okay? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to right-click default, okay? And I want you to copy it. Then down here, I want you to right-click, and I want you to paste. All right, it's going to bring up another copy that says, it'll say default copy. What I want you to do is I want you to rename this to custom, all lowercase, just like that, okay? I'm going to put custom 1 because I already have a custom folder here, because I want to show you what you got to do, okay? So once you do that, pretend I don't have this, okay? Pretend this doesn't even exist right here. Right now, I have a default and a custom. We copied them, so they're going to look the same. This says, do not edit this file. All right, in the default one, if you click default, it says, do not edit this file. Do exactly as that says, do not edit the file. Now, if you go to your custom one, yours should just say custom without the number 1. All right, double click that. We can now click right there before the word config, before the bracket, and I want you to backspace so you get rid of all that do not edit this, and that config is now at the top of your screen, just like that, okay? Now, what we want to do here, okay, is you want to put your call sign in, okay? If you are, for instance, I am 1 Adam 6, so you're going to do all capital, and then for 6, I'm going to put 06, all right? Language, oh, that was another thing that I wanted to, well, we could worry about that with Immersive Dispatch. Language, it does have different languages that that you can use for this, okay? Push sound, when you push your radio, it's got 4 different sounds on each one. I believe it's 4 different sounds on each one. So you can choose them. This is the sound that the radio makes when you turn it on, and the sound it makes when you turn it off. That's what these two are. Hold to talk, which is what I like to do. I like to put hold to talk on because it adds to the immersiveness of it and the realism of it. Okay. Show in-car animation. Set that to true. Those are the 2 files that we added into the OpenIV. Has to do with that right there. So keep that at true. Dispatch key. Right menu, which is going to be the Alt key to the right of your spacebar. If you want to change that, you can change that. I changed mine to 0 because I have a keyboard hooked up to my Xbox controller, and that 0 button is right. It's right next to my thumb. So I like mine at 0. Whoops, I put that in the wrong spot. I don't know why I did that. So we're gonna set this right here. There we go. We're gonna set that to 0. Settings, in-game settings, which I will show you, is left control and F2. All right, we'll show you that. Let's keep scrolling down here. Here we go. Attempt to initiate pursuit. I keep it at false. Handle availability. I like to keep that at true. It's kind of like a call-out manager. Grammar Police will handle availability, which means it will randomly send you calls to your police radio. All right, so keep that at true. Panic response. If you call in a code 99 or something, your panic response is going to be 5 units. Respond to preface, set that at true. Use generic response. I like to set that as true. Now, what does that mean? That means if you're just going to tell dispatch, 1 Adam 6 to dispatch, I'll be on the side of the road for a second. Instead of her, instead of text or her coming back saying, well, text will come back saying, I didn't understand what you said. We don't want that. Instead of that, dispatch will come back. If there's anything dispatch doesn't recognize you're saying, instead of telling you it doesn't recognize it, she'll say, copy that, or 10-4. So it's pretty cool because you can say anything to dispatch and she'll respond back, you know, so it's pretty cool. Keep that at true. Show notifications true. Show player status. These two are hidden gems of this mod, okay? Show player status and show target plate. Set both of those at true. Believe me, just do it and I will show you what they do in the game, okay? We're going to go into the game and we are going to go over all of that. Now, right here, if you have player location display, these are the positions that you're going to want for grammar police, okay? For your status text X, you're going to want 378. Right around 378. For position Y, you're going to want 1000, all right? And then all the rest of the stuff, status text scale, I leave that at 0.45. All this stuff down here, I don't touch, okay? I just don't touch it, all right? So once you're done, you're going to hit File, and you are going to hit Save, all right? Now we can exit out of this. Now, don't get rid of your default. So right now, you should see Audio, Grammar, Custom, Default. I'm going to get rid of this Custom 1 because I don't want to overwrite my custom folder, okay? So this is exactly how your Grammar Police folder should look, just like that, okay? So, let's go ahead and back up one more time, and back up one more time. Right here, we're back to our main directory front page. Let's go ahead and throw Immersive Dispatch in here, folks, all right? So we're going to double-click Immersive Dispatch folder. Now, this right here, Immersive Dispatch Phraseology. Double-click that. This is super important, folks. This has all of your 10 codes, okay? Everything you can say through Immersive Dispatch is on this right here. Taser. I have taser deployed, deploying taser. Can I get a ticket number? Traffic stop start. Show me on a 1011. 1016 is for a transport. Yes, affirmative, affirm. Copy that, 10-4, all received, thank you. It's all right here. It's got all of your 10 codes. A 1027 is a ped check. I need a 1027. And 1144 is a person's deceased. A 1028 is a plate check, okay? All this stuff is here. Print these out, okay? There's a lot of them. Print them out and learn them, okay? They're important. All right, so let's exit out of that. And if you go to the README here, I want to say that this, I think it was either this one or it might be on the websites where you downloaded them. They may have what countries or what languages are compatible with this mod. So check that out as well. All right, so we are going to double click the OP Immersive Dispatch folder here. Again, there's that Rage Native. Drag it on over, drop it in, and compare info on both files. Okay, they're both the same date, so we could put it in if we want to. For the sake of the tutorial, we will. So highlight all three of these, drag them to this buffer zone, drop them in. All right. Again, it's going to ask if you want to replace anything, and we want to replace it. Okay, and that is in, and I believe that is all we need. We can close this WinRAR. We can exit out of the OP Immersive Dispatch WinRAR. Let me check something here real quick. Okay, just making sure I'm still recording because I've had some funny stuff happening with my game. All right, now as far as the INI goes for Immersive Dispatch, you will not see it yet. So if we go to plugins, if we go to LSPDFR, now I see mine because I already had this mod installed. You will not see your Immersive Dispatch yet until you load up your game. You have to load up your game You have to go on duty, then you have to exit your game, okay? First thing you want to do, go into the game, go on duty, exit the game. Once you do that, you're going to come back to your main directory, which is right here. You're going to double-click plugins, double-click LSPDFR, and you will now see the OP Immersive Dispatch INI. Now, we're going to pretend that I did it. I came in, and it's there, okay? Now you can double-click that INI, and here's some important information in this one as well. Now, first thing you want to do is change your call sign. Yours might say 1 Lincoln 18. That's the default. Change that to your call sign. Update checker, keep that at true. I don't change any of these. I kind of keep those the same. I keep these the same. The Axon I keep the same. MDT I keep default. Officer check-ins. They can get pretty annoying. Great feature, don't get me wrong, it's an awesome feature, but they can get pretty annoying. You can change the time in seconds. If you want to keep it in, but you don't want them to come so often, you can change the seconds, or you could set it to false. I have mine set to false, so I don't, I don't use that. So, panic button, active. You could put true. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put mine to false because Stop the Pet or Ultimate Backup has a panic button. So you can set yours default, and then you're going to see key. Now, by default, it's set to you. If you have Ultimate Backup, and if you watch my Ultimate Backup tutorial, you may have yours set to you, or you might have something else set to you. So if you go into your game and you hit that U button to bring up Ultimate Backup or something, whatever else you have, a panic tone is going to go off, and you're going to have 5 units reporting to your location. So set that key to none, okay? 10-4 beep, I keep that the same. The menu will be L, and we will check that out. All this stuff I just pretty much keep the same. The only thing I've changed in here is my call sign, and my officer check-in, and my panic. That's the only thing I changed in here. When you're done with that, click File, click Save, and exit out. Okay? Just like that. Now, let's go ahead and let's go into the game and show you how some of these things work. We can exit out of our main directory, and we are ready to go into the game, guys. I will see you in the game. Alright, so here we are on duty. We just went on duty, and as you can see, Grammar Police is right there. It says available for calls, false, but that's okay. It's because you haven't went 10-8 yet. Where is Immersive Dispatch? I think Immersive Dispatch was right. Nope, there's Immersive Dispatch. And it will tell you that you are on the latest version, okay? And it shows your 1Adam6 call sign. So, again, with the Immersive Dispatch, you have to come in the game, go on duty like this, exit the game, then go change your OP INI in your main directory, okay? So, we are on duty. Now, remember the officer status, okay? The officer status, let's go pull somebody over, or let's just get in our car. Now, the texture thing that we were talking about, okay? You'll see the radio come up to my mouth. 1Adam6. See that? How cool is that it does that? I think that's absolutely awesome. And when you first start, see, I have to do a voice recognition. You may have better luck. Without having to do a voice recognition, but sometimes Grammar Police doesn't understand you. Dispatch. Let's go ahead and let's go 10-8. Show me 10-8. Now you see my status just went to on patrol. That's what that officer status is that was in the INI that I told you to set to true. Now, if you like to do plate checks and stuff like that, right? So, you know what? Sorry, dude, for the sake of this video, you are going to be pulled over. All right, so we're going to I'm going to go ahead and light this guy up. Now, I have this mod. I don't know what it is, but when I go code 3, any cops around me will also respond code 3. And I don't know if I really like that. Come on, buddy. Nearby stolen vehicle. In Mission Row. It's marked on your GPS. So we're going to... Hopefully this guy's going to pull... Okay, he's got his blinker on, so he's pulling over. Alright, so... And that cop behind me, once I go... Code 1 or code 2... That cop should turn his lights off pretty soon. Alright, so... We are behind this car. Now, you want to do a plate check. And you want to add to the realism. Yes, we could hit our G button for stop the ped... and do a vehicle check. But... We want to add to the realism. Let's use our radio for it, okay? Once you hit your dispatch button, it's going to show the plate number right where it says status on patrol. It's going to show the plate number. But first, let's go 1011. Dispatch, show me 1011. And let's see if she copies that. No, see, I say 1011. She says 1019. If anybody, if either Officer Pope or Opus is happening to see this, why does it do that? Why does it do that? Show me on a traffic stop. And then if you say that, there you go. It turns your status to traffic stop. It'll say proceed with details, okay? It's going to be a brown late model SUV, occupied ×1. And she'll say 10-4. Jesus Christ. My gosh. Alright, so... Alright, now we want to do a plate check. Can I get a 1028 on a 02 Michael Victor Henry 134? Now, you could say 1028, you could say plate check, and look at that. Does the plate check right there. Gets the vehicle, suspended license, tells you the owner. You could do a person check if you pull the person out of the vehicle. So we know that this person's license is suspended. Her name is Michelle. So let's ask for all documents first. Let's make sure we're dealing with Michelle here, okay? As you can see, we are dealing with Michelle. So let's go ahead and ask her to leave the vehicle. She refused to leave the vehicle, okay? Let's try this again. Alright, we're not playing around with you, Michelle. Get out of the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle. Don't be stupid. Michelle, don't be stupid. Get out of your vehicle. What are you doing? For Pete's sake. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and arrest her. We're going to go ahead and arrest her for resisting. Acting a fool. Causing a scene for no reason. Jesus, Michelle. Now you just added more charges to you. Get up. Get up. Let's bring her over here to the side. Okay. Let's grab her. Bring her. Oh, shut your face. Alright, so let's bring her over here. Now, you can use... We could use her for a couple of things here, okay? First, we already know her name. So, dispatch, can I get a person check on a Michelle Cheryl? You can say person check, ped check, and look at that. Michelle Cheryl. You can give the date of birth if you have it, if you got the license right in front of you. Copy that. Can I get a female officer to my location? Going to be Little Bighorn, Vespucci Boulevard. So right there, Immersive Dispatch and Grammar Police, they should have heard female officer. Let's see if they heard that. They may not have heard it. Dispatch, I'm going to be at Little Bighorn in Vespucci. Can I get a female officer? I need a female unit. There we go. So we got a female unit to, to to come check her out, frisk her, and all that other good stuff. So here comes the female unit. So the female unit's here now, right? We did our checking, we searched her, yada yada yada. You could either do dispatch. I have one subject in custody. And then it'll ask you if transport's required. And she'll ask you if transport's required. Affirmative. So this officer here is going to take this lady in. Now we search her vehicle and we want to get the vehicle out of here. For a tow truck, it's 1051. So you can say requesting a 1051 or dispatch requesting a tow. Dispatch, can I get a 1051 to Bighorn, Vespucci? Sometimes it takes a couple of times. Dispatch requesting a tow truck. Another thing I want to know is why did the animation go away where you hold... See, there's the tow truck. There used to be an animation where, like how he's doing right there. But whenever you clicked your dispatch button, he used to go to his shoulder. I don't know why that's gone now. That's been gone ever since a couple of updates ago. So our tow truck's going to come in, and that is going to be it. That is going to be, you know, the little showcase. Now, like I said, let's get back out of our car for this part. I know it's a little lengthy video, but I really want to go in depth with this one as it is by request. Again, if you hit Shift and F2, nope. Control F2. There's our grammar police settings, okay? You've got your PTT settings, which are the sounds that it makes. Status display settings. We set ours to 378 and 1000. Now, status display, if you look at the bottom, you're going to see that status display move. You can adjust it to wherever you want it. Now, if you don't have player location display, which shows the streets and everything, you can move this up if you wanted. X is left and right. Y is up and down. So I actually could move mine a little closer to that, which I kind of like that. And then text scale is going to up and down. I hit my stop the pad wipe because I was moving my thing here. So we'll keep it right there. I like that. So we'll back up on that. You can turn stuff on and off here, and then we'll just save that configuration. Now for your immersive dispatch, it's going to be your L button. All right, immersive dispatch. Okay. Settings. You can go to settings, and it's going to... there was really nothing in there. So yeah, you could just use this for... Oh, yeah, there we go. So we don't have better EMS. It'll tell you what you need if you're on the latest version and stuff like that. Oh, there's the settings. Okay. So it'll give you the audio. You can go through all of this. You can turn down your officer check-in. You can make it active. You can change the time in here. Your panic button audio, the key, your menu, the modifier, all of that. And pretty much everything that's in the INI you can find in here in the game. So that is going to be it, guys and gals. Opus, Officer Pope, awesome job on the mods. My thing is, where did the animation go for the shoulder? Where did that animation go? I want to know. Either way, they're amazing mods. Mark Willis, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful for you. And I hope it was helpful for anybody that's watching it, that's learning how to make their game so much more immersive. It's amazing. It's amazing what we can do with this game. Please, again, if you're new here, hit that subscribe, hit that like, and ring that bell, okay? It'll really help me out and motivate me to want to make even more videos for you guys and gals out there. Also, check out all my YouTube brothers and sisters down below. Big shout out to Maddie Ball for hooking me up, showing me some graphics tricks, as the graphics in my game are now absolutely phenomenal, and I love them so much. So I'm gonna go deal with this guy right here, and I hope you all have a wonderful, amazing New Year's, and just be safe, be healthy, be positive, follow the rules, and obey the law. Your boy Jeffrey Gamer is out. Later, y'all. Hey, what's up, man?